Hey guys, welcome to A Journey Within. In this video, I want to talk about two very important things. One is how we tend to look for happiness in all the wrong places, everywhere except inside of ourselves. And the second thing I'm going to talk about in this video is following your passion. And I'm going to start by again sharing with you my personal experience of how this came to be for me. A few months ago, I worked at a call center where I was making great money, but I wasn't feeling fulfilled. I didn't feel like I was living my life on purpose. So every day I would wake up and I would ask myself, is this it? There must be something more. There's something that I wanted to do and make money at the same time. I didn't quite yet know what that was. Later on, I discovered that my passion became anything that had to do with self-development and growing and learning from my own personal experiences and sharing those experiences with others so that I can help them grow. And just watching their growth was inspiring for me. Well, I found myself working at this call center, and my thoughts were, I don't want to be here. When am I going to leave this place? And I would focus on all of the negative things about the call center and about why I hated that job so much. But as I focused on all of the negative things, the experience became more negative for me, and I didn't want to be there even more. I started observing my thoughts. My thoughts were saying, once I become a life coach, I'm going to be happy. Once I establish my successful life coaching business, I will feel complete. But for now, I can't be happy. And a lot of us think that we can't be happy until we accomplish a certain goal. It's great to have goals because we came to this life so that we can create. But the problem becomes when we think that once we reach a certain goal, then we'll be happy. For example, once I lose weight, I'll be happy. Once I quit my job, I'll be happy. Once I'm rich, I'll be happy. But for now, I'm not. And those are all just stories that we tell ourselves. And really, happiness is a choice. And so as I continued to work at the call center, I wanted to buy a house at that time, and it hadn't came yet. Finally, the house came. Before I bought the house, my thought was, once I have a house, I'm going to be happy. Well, I bought the house, and I found myself still asking, why do I still feel like there's something missing? Does this mean that when I reach, my successful business, when I become a life coach, that I'm still not going to be happy? And that's where it really hit me that, we have all these goals, and we think that once we reach them, we'll feel complete. In reality, we're not looking to feel happy. We're looking to fill a void within. Because for some reason, we think that we're not enough yet. And so we need to, in order for us to be enough, we need to accomplish all of our goals. But that's not true. And so that was the way that I was looking for happiness outside of myself. Now I've become a life coach, helping a lot of people, and I find myself that I'm still not permanently happy because happiness is a choice. And so I still have other goals, but I try to remember not to attach myself to the goal, not to tell myself, oh, okay, I can't be happy until I get there. Because it's not true. You can choose to be happy now. And then when we choose to be happy now, we go with the flow of life and things come to us easier. A lot of times we resist what is. When I was at that call center, I was resisting being there. And I made my life miserable at that time. But then I realized that I didn't need to become a life coach to be happy. I needed to choose to be happy then. And then in choosing to be happy at the moment, I would allow the people and the circumstances to come into my life to help me reach that goal. Going on to my second point about following our passion. As I was at the call center, I discovered that my passion was to become a life coach. But I was afraid. I was afraid that if I quit, what if I fail? What if no one comes to see me? What if I don't help anyone? So I started having all these thoughts of, just don't do it. You know, settle. Just settle where you're at. But no, the worst thing you could do is settle in a place where you know you don't belong. And so I told myself that I was going to take the risk in following my passion. And I took the risk. I created my own page, I made my own home office, and now I'm starting these videos. Before I started the videos, my thoughts were, well, first I had this inspiration. Gabby, there's so much that you've learned in life, and in a way you can help so many people. But then my thought was, who's going to want to listen to me? There's so many people out there on YouTube already talking about how you can be happy or how you can reach your goals. But then I told myself, if all of the famous, inspirational, motivational speakers out there, like Anthony Robbins or Louis Hay or Wayne Dyer, who just, recently passed away, told themselves the same thing, like, who's going to listen to me? Then they would have never gone so far to help so many people. And so I told myself, you know what? Who cares? Like, that thought that tells me who's going to listen to you, it doesn't matter. As long as I can reach one person, that will be enough. And as long as I'm following my passion, that will be enough. So that's my example with having a passion, but being afraid to follow it, being afraid to pursue it, because of all of the thoughts of, that's stupid. Why would you want to be a life coach? Do something real. Why don't you become a doctor? But everybody has a voice inside themselves. Everybody has music inside of themselves. One of the sayings that Wayne Dyer always said is, don't die with the music still in you. So here's my music. What's your music? Start singing it. Because everybody else has a different song. And nobody can sing the song the way that you're going to sing it. I want to invite you to come to a session here in my home, and maybe we can discover what your music is, or how you're looking for happiness in all the wrong places. And the whole time, it was just inside of you. Thanks again for hearing me out on A Journey Within. Have a good day.